Hey everyone, today we are going to check out the old Mount Tom Resort buildings. And coming up this road, look at this, every sign, every sidewalk, that electrical transformer, the rocks, absolutely everything up here is covered in graffiti. But let's go check this out. I see fences here, so what's the right way to get in here? Looks like it's blocked off for the year. Just follow the trail. There's got to be a way over somehow. Look at this. There's a sinkhole right here that they covered up with wood. That's definitely what that is. So you see the drainage ditch coming out. Right here too. They're not going to fix it. It's an abandoned road. Alright, I just looked at some satellite images. I'm sure there's going to be an opening somewhere, but if there's not, this fence, they installed it. There's like gaps everywhere. We'll definitely be able to go to the abandoned buildings, assuming they're not all boarded up. But I have seen pretty recent videos, like 2016, of people walking around inside them. And I got one light with me. I'm recording this today on just a cell phone, not my regular camera. The reason I do it at places like this, just in case I was to get the camera taken away from me, I'm not going to lose a $600 camera. And this phone, I will just fry it remotely and reset all the accounts that it's attached to. As simple as that. This right here is something you got to watch out for. This is a power bank here, which comes from Walmart. This is the fourth one in the past year I've gone through. The first one lasted me 8 months, until one day in the car, it literally started smoking. It smelled so bad. It was hot to the touch. Threw it out the window. The next day went back, picked it up when it was cold. Even though it was 8 months, Walmart amazingly let me return it with the receipt. So I got another one. Started smoking 4 days later. I returned that, and now I got this one. It's been going on a month. It's a good power bank when it works, but 2 of them smoking in a 4-day period, I didn't like. The further we walk out of view of the parking lot, the more dense the graffiti gets. It's becoming a graffiti highway, like that place they just tore up in Pennsylvania. I don't know if they use this road for the park in the summertime, but it definitely looks used. This is not seeing a life after people's. Heavy traffic, maybe it's just from the people walking. This road's definitely used a lot. Well, look at this big tree. That definitely broke a good way to get in there, but it looks like the fence is just surrounding the park. I'll get around this corner into the open of this field. The graffiti is really scarce now. That big tree is also on a bunch of power lines. Based on the graffiti, I think there's definitely going to be some buildings to explore up here, because I think there's something more than this road attracting these people to do the graffiti. There's a trail down there, maybe we can check out on the way back. I hear a bunch of trickling water down there. Until I got a quick look. I actually thought that was a culvert. No, it's just a trail with some Jersey barriers. And the graffiti is back fully once you get back tucked away in the corner. There's definitely a culvert here somewhere blocked, just by the way it's shaped. Almost there. It's not as long as it looks on the map. I'm making good progress. Oh, it's a waterfall I was looking at. And there's got to be a culvert down there at the trail where it's headed. That's a really high waterfall. See, it goes all the way from down here. We'll check it out on the way back. This road, that would go to the buildings that are right behind this, looking at Google Maps. There used to be no trespassing signs everywhere, but they've been painted over so neatly that the paint's not even on the pole. Right, this is the start of it. heavily trafficked trails. There's some stuff up there. You can see this used to be one of the ski trails years ago. See some burnt remains there. Let's go check that out first, actually. What you're seeing there, it's a massive in-ground swimming pool. There was a fire here not too long ago. Yeah, this is a really heavily trafficked trail. But also where I parked, this looks like it burned down. Where I parked, if you come here on a nice day, can be up to 100 cars there, people coming to see this. And I don't see any signs saying I can't be here. All right, this is pretty cool. Oh, the smell of spray paint. People were just here. Not holding any water. So here's the building. I'm gonna try to find some pictures to put over the video for comparisons. That looks like more than 6 feet to me. Maybe they didn't have it full. Let's get down in there. It was a handicap accessible pool, it looks like. Went up to nothing. I got to admit, the graffiti on the wall in here, the way it all merges together so perfectly, that actually looks nice. You can definitely smell a strong odor in here. A couple hours, we're supposed to have heavy, heavy rain in the area. Okay, this is nice. It's amazing. Every inch of the bottom is covered with something. I don't see any more buildings. There's no use going up the ski trail. Now, I'm assuming this ski trail was probably cut with machinery. I don't think it was old enough to be cut by hand. That being said, if it was done with machinery, without people touching it, I don't think they're mowing that, but let's assume they're not. It'll take decades and decades for forests to start growing there, because that's an engineered hill. It's been packed. There's been machines running it over, packing it down, so trees have trouble rooting there. Oh, yes, there are some buildings. We can go inside, and not a single window in them. That's hollow underneath. These amazing stairs. Got the old carpet that looks like grass. Look at the pillars in the woods. It's so rotten underneath these stairs. It's a shame they just let this place fall apart. Got a light pole. This used to be just a long deck. And nothing on top of it. I'm not going to pretend I know what this is, but to me, those pillars there, that was either something to do with a lift station, or maybe water slide, I'm not sure. Sure is great looking at it. Yeah, there's no buildings up here. Oh, yeah, over here there is. I love this artificial turf. It looks so weird in a life after people. Look at that. Somebody just burned that down. You see, this is why so many places in Massachusetts are not open to the public like other states. People messing around. Look at the charred remains of this building. Oh, some culverts just caught my attention. Yeah, they did. See a bunch of pumps down there. Look at this. Got a little dam right there. And culverts. Not big enough to explore, but I bet those culverts are going over to where I saw that waterfall. That's creative, that graffiti. All right, the water is coming from here. Treading very lightly. It's a big I-beam. Yeah, there could be nails walking in this. I don't have my special boots with me. Usually the black rubber boots I wear, most people don't realize this, but they're steel toe, and they also have steel inside the soles. Great for walking abandoned structures. Look at this. Man-made pond. You can hear some water trickling up there. Look how people just go right around the bush. There's two different kinds of people. They'll just walk around it until it grows in and you can't go there anymore. And then there's people that'll break little branches off as they walk by. Look at all this artificial grass and turf. Oh, this swimming pool still has some water in it. Yeah, it looks like I was right about water slides. See right there? You can tell just by looking at it. There would have been water slides there. A drain here. Little pump house. Got a bunch of happy chirping birds everywhere. Look at all the cattails that moved in. Massive, massive pumps. Look at the size of them pipes. Yep, see the pillars? They would have held the water slide up. This building is in kind of remarkable condition for not being maintained. Now let's get our lights on. Anybody in here? Just taking pictures. Quite the place. Hello? Oh, cool. Is this what I... No, it's not. For a minute I thought it was like some kind of indoor pool. My guess is it's just part of the filtration. Yeah. It's got to be the maintenance facility. Some massive filters and pumping station. Not in bad condition, I gotta say. Kind of sad when you see these trees planted in a place like this, because you gotta think many years ago these were all planted by hand with care. Wondering why there's plexiglass over these holes. Was it like that when they were using it? It seems kind of odd. All right, let's move along. I personally don't think they're mowing this, because you see all this invasive plants taking over. Let's check out whatever this is. Looks pretty decent. Then there's a few more structures down there. I can see why it's not boarded up. There's not really much to do. And this place, honestly, you'd have to be a complete idiot to get hurt on it. It's not like they're multi-story buildings. At least what we still have is not multi-story. Okay, let's move in. Anybody here? I gotta say, this would be a cool place to hang out at night. And it looks like hundreds of people are doing it. We're not even gonna walk in here. This is all we gotta see. So you see that right there? There would have been a ladder going upstairs. See that little hole? Can only guess what this thing used to be right now. Look at it. This was a window. You could still see the brackets of the mini blinds. Walking around the deck. Can't go anymore. It's overtaken with Oriental Bittersweet. But seeing how this has the ladder, maybe this was some kind of lookout for a manager or just someone making sure everyone's safe. These swimming pools here still look like they're in great condition. I don't see any remnants of the water slides, probably sold to another park. Sad that it's not still open. Looks like there's another pool here. This road is definitely traveled a lot. You see the tire tracks. Maintenance. Maybe police driving up here. I can see some natural groundwater just seeping out right here. All right, see some more spruce trees that were planted. This building also had a recent fire. You could tell it was very recently burned down, destroying it. You know, I shouldn't speculate things I don't know. Maybe the fire department burned it down on purpose to take away people's shelter so they don't hang out in here. Oh, stairs. Anyone down there? Let's go check it out. Look at the fire just burned right through that switch box. It's flooded out a little bit. Still got 2 lolly columns. What's holding that? Is that metal or? It looks like a concrete reinforced beam. So this is going to be standing a very long time. It smells so bad in there. Of the smoke. Heavily smoke damage. And you see it had like a French drain system to collect the runoff. That's either a, yeah, I see like a transformer in there. Could have been a generator. Is this another pool? I see a foundation there from another building that was torn down. Nope, not a pool. I don't know what this building was. I don't think it was a skate park. That's just what it is now. Got a transformer here. Is that thing even attached to the ground? There's no way I'm moving that. Yeah, it is attached to the ground. I was stupid to even kick to see if it would budge. Sometimes you see idiots sitting on top of that for like a extended amount of time waiting for something. That's bad for your health, being next to that thing. The electromagnetic fields. Someone's been having a fire here. Here's the big parking lot. Still got the parking lot signs. Look at that. There's one of the roads that would have let out. It's completely grown in. Let's check this place out. All right, let's go check out this building. It's got a transformer along the side there. Looks like a big garage door used to come down. Anybody in here? Just gotta listen for a minute. Hear that echo? Pretty hard to hide in a building like this. This place burned. See so much smoke damage. All the metal things are severely rusted from the heat. But the graffiti sure illuminates with everything being burnt. Right here we got a roof drain. This place is pretty big, and it doesn't look very leaky, thanks to the metal. No, the concrete reinforced roof is what's saving this place. Wow, nobody broke that window. But I think that's a plexiglass. It's gotta be, because the interior pane is broken. Maybe tempered, but it should still be scratched. That would be roof access. Still got some shelves in here. Maybe it was painted black. It looks burnt to me. But that shelf survived, so it couldn't have been. Probably a fire extinguisher in the wall. Dripping water. Thought there was something else. Yeah, that dripping water's freaking me out. Sounds like footprints. Here's the master panel. And that looks like a fire panel. Wow, no one stole the breakers. Or maybe they just can't get them out. The copper wire's all gone. This looks like the fire system. Nope. Well, it has to do with the fires. The sprinkler. All right. This was cool. Definitely want to come back here. Check this out again sometime, maybe in the summertime. Is this door open? Well, it's a good thing I looked where I was going. Alrighty, look at the damage here just from the weathering. See how the cinder blocks are falling apart? Got little trees stuck in the cracks. That'll just shimmy the building apart after a few years. Nope. See, these are doors and they move on tracks, it looks like. Right? This retention pond looks pretty modern. It's not even grown into much. I know new projects by law have to have a retention pond to collect all the stormwater runoff, because if you let a ton of places just put it in the river at once, you're going to cause tons of flooding downstream. Any new development now or neighborhood has to have a retention pond. But showing this place is so old, I'm surprised it had one. But this thing looks new, maybe to handle, I don't know what it's handling now. The drains in this parking lot are certainly clogged up. Look at that, got a fire extinguisher here. I bet when it first closed down, some kid brought it into the parking lot and sprayed it everywhere. This place used to be awesome. I just watched a few videos here in person about the place. This place used to have roller coasters and everything. The giant ski lodge burned down just a few years ago. I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find anything else. Definitely had a good view back in the day. The one we looked at earlier. This place was definitely taken down with an excavator. I don't see any burnt char on it. These ceramic tiles, these will last years even after it's buried. I really like the look of those tiles. Wouldn't mind having them myself. All right, here's some stairs leading into the basement of yet another building. It's reinforced concrete. It's gonna take years of freeze and thaw to make this place unsafe. See right here? My guess is maybe there was a panel or something here back when there was a wall with everything just coming up through the floor. I don't see any other tubes where it would have been. With a door here, see the threshold. These stairs are still in remarkable condition with the non-slip treads. This is here, I bet they put this here so you wouldn't fall in. They know it wouldn't keep anyone out. Anyone down there? Man, this place is abandoned now. Bet if I would have been here last night, there probably was. This one's musty too. Oh, this is the best building yet. So awesome. Telephone wires, electrical wires. Pretty awesome. Got a whole hallway of cool rooms to look in. Maintenance room, I see their sink. There's a water heater. Got a giant tire. Look at this, the half door, like someone would have sat here. Maybe a little office. Spectacular. Those light fixtures are kind of cool too. The 4 pieces of glass. Another room. Soggy, nasty carpet. Shadow scared me that the doorknob made. Another tire. Kind of scared to do this. Oh. Oh, cool. The bathroom. Cinder block through the toilet. Hello? Ooh. Another smashed toilet. Another smashed toilet. People are definitely still using this bathroom. Could smell a ton of feces and pee. Really nasty. That door is not going to open. This room definitely has fire damage. Look at this. That's not mold. Fiberglass doesn't grow mold. It acts like a filter, so it often looks moldy. It can only grow on the paper. Here's another room. So this was the boys' bathroom. The one next door was the girls' bathroom. This place is completely wrecked. This looks like more sprinklers. Got the fire bell. I always thought a fire bell would make a cool doorbell. Right here you can see there used to be 3 toilets lined up. And right here was a wall, probably a sink right here. Got the door. Right here, probably a few shower stalls. Maybe. Over there also looks like shower stalls. So this is on the roof of that garage building. I wouldn't be afraid to walk out there since it's concrete reinforced. It'll take many years to become compromised. But as you can see, there's more stuff if you walk around in the thickets. There used to be a building here. And after it was a building, they built something else here, like a shed on top of it. There's old breakers everywhere. Look at that. They still turn. Here it is. Now this is fun you cannot have in the summertime. It's gonna be overgrown soon. Look at this. Oh, a hump of dirt they just scooped up here with an excavator to stop you from coming up here. What do we got here? Oh, wow. Look at the size of this quarry. So that's what I saw in the distance, that big wall. Yeah, imagine if they didn't put these barriers here. You just drive right over that. Got some algae blooms down there. But let's see if I can walk in there. That is awesome. I don't think you can see the scale of how high that is. Probably 200 feet at least. That's where I was just standing, where they blocked it off. Culvert. And look at what great condition it's in because it's not being used. It's blocked on the other. Now this place was definitely done after the park closed down. They're taking tons of gravel out for use on something. Not alone anymore. There was bicyclists down here. That looks radioactive. Although most rock slides happen in the spring, when rocks that were loosened by freezing ice start to thaw, I still don't want to be near the edge. Look at that big pile that you can see recently happened. There's a woodpecker up there right now. Hear how awesome that sounded, echoing through the valley? That woodpecker is amazing. See it way up on top there? Oh, look how big it is. In person, those things are actually huge. I'm out of breath. I'm halfway up the ski trail. Because Google Maps, it it looks like there's a building up there. Something that's kind of dumb. There's a bunch of no trespassing signs along the cliff of that quarry. A no trespassing sign really means nothing. They should be putting signs up that actually say cliff. That would keep people away. Quite the view and quite the workout going up this steep hill. These trails are actually tiny compared to some of the ones that I've been to. All right, there was a building here, at least part of one anyways, the top of the lift, and of course somebody recently burned it down. Doubt it was the fire department because it's right underneath some lines. That's one sturdy base. But I don't think this was the top of the tram station. It would be more substantial. That's the top of the tram station. These trams were almost certainly sold off. A lot of ski lifts will do that. Sell lifts back and forth to each other. Yeah, this is the top of the tram or the ski lift. As you see, the chair would come up. People would ski right off down the hill. It's not a very big station because it wasn't a very big lift either. Got a great view. Here's pictures of the building or pieces of the building where the guy would sit in the winter, staying warm, just watching the people, making sure they get off safely, ready to intervene if there's an issue. All right, let's hike back. We didn't come up here a few minutes ago. This is the top of the water slide deck. Got a bench there for people waiting. Still seems pretty sturdy. Oh yeah, this is not gonna collapse. Look what they built it out of. That looks like 8 by 12. It's something huge. And of course it looks like they poured gasoline all over it and lit it up. There wasn't a building at the time because you'd see more char than that. But you see the brackets of the big water slides going down. Not quite sure what those brackets right there are. Oh, actually, it looks like there would have been like a twisty one going around. Yeah. There's a dirt road here I want to go up because I'm trying to find a tunnel someone showed in a... And right here, you can see the decking completely rotted away. And now you just have the beams. Looks like they used horrible wood. Or, actually, that wood was old to begin with before the place was abandoned. And I doubt they were doing maintenance in the final years. Why would they? They obviously knew they were about to go under. There's a culvert right here feeding the pond. It's a pretty big one. Let's go check the other. Amazing. No clog. Back to the parking lot. Now there's a ton of cars here to check it out.